What's happening, everybody? We're about to hop into this Diamond Duels here in Yu-Gi-Oh! And we're gonna have the music a little more in the background today. I'm gonna be talking a bit more about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what cards are in here and stuff, how they work together. We really prefer to go first with this deck, but we'll work with what we get. Hey, and we are going first. Let's see how this goes. Okay. We are going to set 4 and pass. Not the best. I will not lie to you. But we can work with this. No Ash Blossom or anything. So that's cool. Effect Veiler? Nope. Nothing to stop anything. So looking kinda good so far. Hopefully they were super reliant on their extra deck, which doesn't really look like they only got 10. And so I have this because Eldritch decks are kind of a problem, especially when they put down skill drain and stop me from being able to pull off my combos with my unchained monsters. So when your opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all spell and trap cards on the field, which most of the time I don't mind because then I just get more monsters. And hopefully we use Call by the Grave before we have to get there. You know what I'm saying? That's the plan. And if Call by the Grave doesn't have like a specific target to stop him from making a play this turn, and we don't use it before the battle phase, then we'll just pop a random one because we have the other in our hand. And then hopefully we draw, well, if we pop it, we'll get a monster. And depending on what he has on the field and where we are looking like, I might pull out Swarma because she can pull this back out next turn on my turn, pop it, give me another monster guaranteed no matter what I draw. But that really depends on what he does. If he does anything, my man's just been sitting here, so. And that he's not set up like a bot. He drew his card and everything, so. I have no idea so far as to what to expect. Oh. Maybe he couldn't do anything because of Scythe, and so he just stopped doing things and figured maybe I would quit before it made him disconnect like that. That's my thought process of what that was, because he drew his card. He was probably thinking, does he have any way to do any plays? And then just was like, you know what? I'm gonna just wait it out and hopefully he'll leave, which I will not. Going second now. Not as good. Hopefully we draw a hand for going second. Not too bad, not too bad. I've only seen these like once before, so I'm not really sure exactly what I'm dealing with here. I know they like to synchro summon and pull a bunch of their little flower things out. Flower Cardians. Okay.
too unique. I got a big ol' pickle, but I guess you gumber cause pickle this shiver, but that shit just give me head. She give me head. She give me head. She stopped and started again. Oh man, she give me head. She give me head. She give me head. Oh man, she brought in a friend. Oh shit, she give me head. She give me head. She give me head. She stopped and started again. Oh man, she give me head. She give me head. She give me head.
Okay.
Oh man, she brought
So
in a
I don't
friend.
even get
Oh
to
shit,
see
she
the
give me head.
cards that I get. He just gets to see them. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool effect. He knows what I'm gonna be drawing for my next 3 cards.
This is my blunt, this is that gas, this is my blunt, I will not pass, this is my blunt, roll it with hash, this is my blunt, this is my blunt, get your own shit, little bitch, this is my blunt.
At least I think they like to
Won't pass your way now,
synchro.
this is my blunt,
Yeah,
this
there's
is
a
that
tuner.
gas, this is my blunt,
Yeah.
I will not pass, this is my
So
blunt,
we'll see what he pulls out.
this is my blunt, this is my blunt,
What you're working with.
get your own shit, little bitch, this is my blunt, I won't pass your way now, once now, this is mine. This is my blunt,
Okay.
this is my weed,
Now is when we need to start reading.
this is my leave, smoke in the club, yeah that's me, lunging on the couch in VIP. Hold up
Okay.
1 sec, I'm 2 fucked up off 3 mini blunts. Now hold up 4 secs, I'm 5 fucked up off 6 mini blunts. Goddamn, I can't count numbers, don't work right in my mouth, and my jokes ain't funny right now. Shit, I need to breathe and calm down. What? Why? This
Interesting.
is my blunt. Can't nobody hit this shit unless I want. And if you ain't smoking with me, ain't enough XP to get to the level I'm on, bitch. This is my weed. Can't nobody hit this shit unless I please. And if you ain't smoking on this, you don't know about the bitch's tits or the bee's knees. Goddamn.
Okay.
This is my raps. Don't try to sneak a hit or we gon' scrap. This is my weed. Don't try to sneak a hit this goddamn leave. This is my blunt. This is that gas. This is my blunt. I will not pass. This is my blunt. Roll it with hash. This is my blunt. This is my blunt. Get your own shit, little bitch. This is my blunt. I won't pass your way now once.
So I guess let's talk about what we have while we're waiting for all this to resolve, because it looks like it's gonna be a minute. Obviously we start with Pot of Extravagance because we have to at the start of your main phase, so we have to start there. Beyond that, we got Abominable Chamber and okay here, and so we can already start some sort of combo. Just made another one of the same thing. Okay. You get to draw a card, summon another one. Yeah, yeah. I see you so far. So this is kind of where next turn, after we hopefully can hit them with Scythe, they won't be able to synchro summon anymore, and then that whole little dance will go away for at least a turn. Man, they have some long turns, I will tell you that much. Like, Sword Soul and Tri Brigade ain't even this long, man. We could use Escape of the Unchained would be really nice. Trap Trick to allow us to get to Escape of the Unchained wouldn't be bad. Abomination's Prison to be able to choose. Probably the big guy. Depends on what he summons here. Another one. So now I'm curious if he's just gonna try and like FTK me with this 500 at a time, all this term. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be kind of impressive because I don't. It's going so slow. I don't think he would have time to do that. But we'll see. I have been wrong before.
Said I'm lying so much, I give no fucks. Bend over, do a toe touch, you'll make more bucks. Back up like a dump truck, I go, oh shucks. Girl, I'm about to bust nuts, a few more sucks. So what's it about to be? Girl, I need you on top of me. Hit a split, sit and spin, helicopter top me, please. Switch to from the back of these bitches, I'm decapping these. Cause I
You
got them
got
sliding
more to
across the
go?
floor like scoring soccer
Hey,
teams. Good with words like Socrates, yeah, I got to be. She said
for
she
another
ain't
one.
treating, she probably not for me. The only time
Okay.
ops is optimally.
So it seems like this is their strategy.
I got new glasses, but I still
Just
can see
rotate
it
these
happening.
guys out,
Whoops, some asses
synchro
out
summon the
of
same chick over and over,
ashes like harass ya.
deal 500 damage every time, do as much as you can. And if that's the whole strategy, then Scythe works perfectly for this, I will tell you. Because you can't extra deck at all. Be kinda nice.
Bully him like it's the playground. They don't like the way I talk, they ducking me to stay down. Hope you got your bus pass, I call my shoddy Greyhound. Talking shit, I bust ass, I'm busting out the spray now. As a stank repellent, robbing hearts like I'm a felon. Got some weed that I ain't selling. Green on me and watermelon. Drink it up and post some mode. Making bread, I'm pouring dough. Sit at home, record alone. I'm sexier than saxophones.
I feel like with the amount of time that he has to make this play, he can get me down to 3,000 maybe. Unless he like starts speeding it up. I also don't know how much of this is like stopping his time over and over again. And another one. I just named this deck DJ Khaled. Just another one. What you gonna do? Summon another one. So yeah, we'll see if this is their only trick. Then if we can pop that Scythe, we're looking pretty crispy. I used to fill it with substance. Now they tell me keep it simple. I try to, but in the end though, it's so hard to be so basic. I'm so close though, I can taste it. Yum yum, I'ma eat it up. This track I devour, who needed lunch? She said she hungry, I'ma feed her what? Honey on my balls, the sweetest nut. Got where she came from, not dead. No ho, you not moving in. Cause I know you ain't gonna pay rent. And you don't like none of my friends. This ain't pretend, it's reality. Your point of view, it just baffles me. How you become such a travesty. And I don't want no part in that little scene. Exit stage left. And don't hold your breath. Cause I ain't coming back. Best believe that's big facts. I've been off on my own shit. That shut up, leave me alone shit. I'm too badass, too Stallone shit. Mojo King, I take Kong shits. Now they ask him what's wrong with him. Hitters off me, got the wrong rhythm. I don't open doors, I ding dong ditch him. And just a thong, and it's all denim. Scrumptious. I like to rap about dumb shit. Blumpkins. I used to fill it with substance. Now they tell me. My bad. My cat had just started throwing up, so you know, had to go clean that up right quick, but it's still going at it, I see. Not much has changed. I like to rap about dumb shit. Pumpkins, I used to fill it with substance. How far you guys think he can get me down in this one turn before he has to end it?
Scrumptious. I like to rap about dumb
I'm
shit.
curious. Because he's been going for a minute. My man's still going. 5 cards left. I mean, he's got to have another pot of avarice, obviously, which will stack up 5 more. Okay. Yeah, they have the effects negated. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Until the end of my turn, I cannot activate effects of cards in the graveyard. That is pretty annoying, I will admit. But I don't think it's that big of a problem. We'll have to see. I can't promise nothing right now. Okay. So my question now is, what happens when I end phase? Like, I win, right? I think that's how that works. We don't even need to pop the artifact scythe, we got the sanctum. Mm-hmm. Can't activate effects in the graveyard. That was kind of dumb. I do realize now that I may have fucked that up. Regardless. Draw phase was skipped. That is interesting. So I did kind of fuck part of this up. The part that would have like guaranteed saved me. Can't do anything about that right now. But he also can't use his extra deck, so. Okay. Hey, I'll take a good 6,000. That was so long. Man, I did almost nothing that duel. Still won. I guess he probably just starts doing that and people probably just leave because they're like, yo, I either don't got time for this or I'm about to get killed in one turn like I kind of thought at one point. But like I said, I don't think he had enough time to do it. And then he ended up running out of cards, so. Worth. We have a pseudo hand trap, but that don't help us right now because we don't have anything in the graveyard. But he can't attack anyway, so not necessary. I do not know this deck that I'm playing against. We gonna be learning it together. Okay. Pretty scary cards coming up. The next 3 draws, not gonna lie. Not so much on the Nobleman and Crossout, because I don't run hand traps. Well, his deck just got shuffled anyway, so I'm curious as to if he has an Ash Blossom or not. Everything's cyber, so Ice Dragon Prison is a go. Okay. Well, we gotta start there. But what to grab is the question. Hmm. And he can negate one effect. Hmm. Hmm. So I feel like I kind of need to bait out. Oh wait, it doesn't have any materials on it. Send one aqua monster from your hand or face up on the field. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Um, once per turn, spell trap card or monster effect. I need to bait out him using totally awesome. So, as dumb as it may be, it's gonna look real goofy. He can probably negate the activation from my hand. We'll see. Yeah, okay. Bang. Okay, that's a side burst. And then we're also gonna have Scythe coming out next turn. Okay. So I think, and we have Homeboy in the graveyard. I think we're actually good with as little as we have. First, we activate Ice Dragon Prison. Cybers. Nice. Good start. Now we activate Artifact Sanctum. And we are going to pull out Scythe. Unless he has Effect Veiler. No. And now his extra deck is useless. So let's see if he has any plays. I don't really have anything in my hand to make plays for next turn, but hey, that's how it usually goes when you take their whole field and then scythe them. Like I said, I didn't even have much. 2 traps down at the end of the turn. I baited out the totally awesome. Worked out perfectly. Going second. That's why I put the Ice Dragon Prisons in there. Kind of convenient for when we don't go first and we need to out something that's kind of difficult to normally out. That boy helps. And like I said earlier, I don't play any hand traps in this. I'll show the deck list later, or maybe I'll switch decks to another one of my Unchained decks later and use that, but we'll see how it goes. I'll show it either way for sure, just to make sure you guys can see what I'm using, the full package. It's not the ultimate version of it. I don't have all the ultra rare cards that I could possibly be using and stuff like that. I feel like, Forbidden Droplet maybe a couple other cards could be really useful, but we not balling like that. And see, this is why I put in destroy all back row with that one when they attack card, because so much back row. Let's get jiggy with it though. Put Trap Trick in the middle because it can't get impermanence. And then we'll maybe figure out what some of these other ones they got back there are. Also, a lot of people need to read a lot of what I'm doing because they don't know any of these cards because they're not a super popular deck, which is one thing I kind of enjoy about running it. I like not running the meta stuff, Okay. Kinda puts a damper on the full play. And Scythe don't really help against Eldritch decks. So I probably will trap trick something else other than the artifact scythe play like I normally would. We'll have to see. Oh, well, shoot. You destroyed it. I forgot that's a part of it. Still get the activation to continue the play. I am not mad at that. So here, activate, toss away the Dark Spirit of Banishment, and I want to pop a face down, I think. Because if not, it's gonna end up with him. Oh, we got one of the good ones, baby. That is one I definitely wanted out of here. And we threw away the card that we threw away out of our hand because we are about to get it back right now. Probably should have done battle phase first, but it doesn't matter because, I mean, he's got two things. We wouldn't have done any damage anyway. And then at this point, I'm still thinking about what to do with this trap trick. Well, that's gonna stop our trap trick then. So let's see this one. So if he negates after this card resolves, that's what I needed to know. Okay, let's go. If he stops the first trap trick number 2 will be the go-go. Because what we don't want is for him to be able to use that on our monster's effect. We want to be able to eat if he special summons something. We could torrential. Or we could grab the one that special summons. And see, I was running 2 of the destroy all back row card when your opponent's monster attacks, but I put it down to 1 because I didn't want to draw it too often. Because against Sword Soul and stuff like that, it's kind of useless. They don't really keep a back row like that. I feel like we'll go with torrential. So the plan is I'm going to try to torrential once he has an Eldritch down. Yeah, okay. He's gonna just, oh no, it just sends one to the graveyard, right? Send it to the graveyard. Not today, sir. Hey. I'm not mad at how that turned out. Don't touch my doggo. John Wick them. Real quick. Alright, hold up. Wait, before I start this one, let's show the profile. So we got 2 Dark Spirit of Banishment. It's kind of like a special summon mirror force combo ish thing. If your opponent monster declares an attack at the start of the damage step, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Target one level 8 fiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Its effects are negated, and if you do, change the attack target and perform damage calculation. So this card, discard it out of my hand, and I can pull either Unchained Soul of Disaster or Abominable Chain Unchained Soul out from my graveyard, put it down on the field, and then whoever they were attacking with has to attack that. There's no like question. It doesn't ask the replay happens, do you want to continue attack? It just does it. Kind of nice. I've killed people with that before because they just had a little bit left, and it works out great. We want 3 of all the Unchained Twins. Um, Destroy one set card on the field. Special summon them. Destroy quick effect. Destroy one target on your side of the field. Special summon an Unchained card out of your graveyard, and then target one card on the field and destroy it. Unchained or Artifact Scythe is a monster that you set in the spell and trap zone. If it's destroyed on your opponent's turn, you special summon it, and if this card is special summoned during your opponent's turn, your opponent cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. So if you use it on like their standby phase or really early in their turn, locks them out of their whole extra deck. Pretty nice. One Unchained Soul of Disaster because you don't really want it in your hand. Kind of sucks having one in your hand. Sometimes I'll run 2 of them depending on the deck structure and if I have room for it with how I'm running it. We only have 1 right now. Sometimes the reason I like running 2 is the second effect of if it's destroyed on the field by card effect or battle, you can special summon one Unchained Soul monster from your graveyard. And so that allows you to, they die, you can just summon one of the twins. The twins can pull another twin out of your deck, pull another twin out of your deck, come cycle back to him, and then on their turn you can eat them with him. Because his first effect is target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Immediately after it resolves, link summon one Dark Link monster using only this card and that card your opponent controls as material. So, kind of nice. It's not a quick effect though, so if they have anything that can negate, it's going to get negated. But that's also sometimes nice to bait it out, and then you can go into, if you can get up to the link 3 on that same turn, then they've already used their negate. This guy also has the same type of effect where you target a face-up monster, but then you get to make a link 4 out of them, and that can be very nice. Using this, its effects get negated, but that doesn't matter because you're just going to link it up regardless, and it works out pretty well. 3 of the Abominable Unchained Souls. Big 3000 beast stick. When it's, you can only special summon 1 of them per turn. If it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special, or if a card on your field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. And then if this card is special summoned, you can discard 1 card to destroy 1 card on the field. That's your side or their side. At the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed on the field and sent there, that's by battle or card effect again, you can special summon this card. But you place it on the bottom of your deck when it leaves the field. So the second time after it comes back, it doesn't go back into the graveyard, it goes into the bottom of your deck. I've had this die, I bring it back, and then the second time, on its time when it's back, they go to banish it. Instead of it getting banished, it goes back into my deck, which is super useful to have more targets to pull out when your twins die. Running only 2 Pot of Extravagance. I had 3 in there, but sometimes I would draw the 3rd one when I only had 1 or 2 extra deck monsters left because we occasionally use the extra deck, but we don't mind banishing 6 to draw 2. That's a fantastic deal. The extra deck is kind of like really an extra deck with this. We usually just kill them with the main monsters. The Abomination's Prism is like Rhoda for this deck. It's the archetype specific search 1 card from the Unchained types. All of the Unchained cards have, if they are set, and destroyed, you can pull another unchained card out of your deck and special summon it. It goes for the spells, the traps, monsters, all of it. The monsters are destroyed by battle. You can also special summon one from your deck, which is how you can just kind of cycle defense out over and over again. 2 Call by the Grave, just because it's a beautiful card against just about every deck, literally just about every deck. Torrential Tribute, very old classic card. When a monster is summoned, destroy all monsters on the field. It's useful because most of the time I don't care about my field getting destroyed, but you can completely disrupt someone else just by popping a Torrential Tribute at the right time. Also, the Malevolent Catastrophe, I'm only wanting one right now. I was debating switching out maybe the 3rd Trap Trick for one of these Malevolent Catastrophes to have 2 of them, so that if I get a Trap Trick and I need this, like, I could have popped that at the beginning of last game, or whenever he made his attack on turn 3, and I'm pretty sure he also would have conceded right there as well, because when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. Again, with my trap cards, I don't mind them being destroyed. If I have anything else down, or if I have this, I'm gonna make sure that I either use, Artifact Sanctum, use Trap Trick to pull out one of these, or use my Ice Dragon's Prison first, or Torrential Tribute first, and then if they still manage to get a battle phase off, I would activate this. Those 2 would be fine to be down at the same time. I wouldn't want to maybe put a Call by the Grave down if I had planned on using this because they had a bunch of back row, and then I would maybe hold on to this just to make sure I don't have to waste it if it comes down to that. But we got the Artifact Sanctum. This is the card that lets us special summon a artifact monster from our deck, and we always pull out Scythe because that's all we have in here right now. I've debated switching in one other artifact monster, especially because if you draw a Scythe and then you draw one of these, now you have a Scythe in your hand, one of these, and then the second one of these is completely useless. It's to where having the Scythes in my hand, at least with this guy's effect or one of the traps I'm about to get to, or the trap I just mentioned, I can destroy him and get him out onto the field on their turn. Also, this card was to be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. Only your opponent's card effect, so I can't use any of my cards to pop it. But if it's destroyed by your opponent's card effect, then you can target one card on the field and destroy it. Not the way that I prefer to use it, but if for some reason it came down to it and I was getting Harpy's Feather Duster and it was a deck that didn't use their extra deck, then I would probably just leave that out. Maybe like an Eldritch deck, I'd maybe leave that out, let them destroy it with the Harpy's Feather Duster just to pop one of their cards. That would maybe be the only time it would be more useful not to do it. But then again, if I put in the other artifact card, then it might be worth it to just pop that and pull the other artifact card out, because that also has the effect when it's special summoned on your opponent's turn to destroy one card on the field targeted. So kind of the same effect, but it comes with a monster and doesn't get your trap destroyed. But either way, you'd be destroying something on the field. So that could also, if Scythe was down and maybe they just happen to pop this with a targeted spell or trap removal, and then they hit this and missed the Scythe, and I didn't have anything else to pop the Scythe, then I could pop the Scythe and stop them from continuing their turn if it was worth it at that point. But I normally don't put both of these down at the same time, just for the reason that trying to use one is usually good enough. If it gets effect veilered or something like that, that's what it is. Not much you can do at that point. That's just a chance type thing. Trap Trick. Banish a normal trap from your deck. Except for Trap Trick, you can set one card with the same name directly from your deck, and it can be activated this turn. You can only activate one trap card for the rest of the turn after this card resolves. So you can banish any of the ones we have 2 or more of, and then not special summon, but set one of them into our back row directly, and we can use it that same turn. So If I have a scythe down and I have one of my monsters out there and I get a trap trick down as well, I can swap it out for an Escape of the Unchained, destroy my monster and scythe, right all in there like draw slash standby phase, get scythe out, swap whatever it is out for something else. Which, if I still have a card in my hand, I might wait until they play something and then pull out the Abominable Unchained, throw the card out of my hand, destroy one card on their field, plus lock them out. And that's a pretty nasty combo if it pulls off. Um, Escape of the Unchained is one of my favorite ones, I would say. Abominable Chamber of the Unchained, special summon one Unchained monster from your hand or graveyard. If this set card is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon one Unchained monster from your deck. So this is just kind of like a way to, after you link summon something off, you can special summon back from your graveyard. Or if you got like one of the big guys in your hand and you just can't get him out, boom, you can use this to pop him down. I think this also will bring back my linked monsters. 98% sure I can bring back linked monsters. So like on their turn, they destroy the Unchained Solar Rage. He goes to the graveyard before I use his effect. Re-special summon him with this. If it's back there, still on their turn, pop him back, and then be able to use his effect later. Can work out pretty good. Also, just being able to special something from the graveyard is usually pretty normally useful, and it's archetype specific, so you know, put it in there. Ice Dragon Prism, last one. We have two of those. Target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your field, but the effects are negated. Then you can banish one monster from both players' fields that have the same type as each other. Really good at outing things that are really big attack that I can't get over, or like can't be destroyed by card effects. Stuff like that, because it doesn't destroy it, it just banishes it, which is nice. It's a good way to have a different out other than destroying everything like this deck does already. Extra deck, sometimes I also run evenly matched instead of either Torrential Tribute or this, stuff like that. Like I said, maybe I'll show off one of the other decks in a bit too, but this one's been running pretty well. I've been jumping between this, and I have one with DPE in it. I have one with hand traps in it. This one runs pretty well though. I like this one. And then as for the extra deck, some of these are just fillers like Code Talker, Berserky, Decode Talker. Those would be, I guess, the kind of like filler ones. I would definitely take out the Berserker Tengi. Like that would be the first one to go. Definitely would want to add like Unicorn, Nightmare Unicorn, maybe some of the other, if you want the Nightmare Pink Bird thing, whatever. I'm not super big fan of that one. This deck already has a bunch of destruction and stuff like that. Not a lot of people use back row, like I said. Like Sword Soul has almost none. Trap Brigade isn't huge on it, and they'll just pop that trap whenever you try and target it anyway, and then banish one of your monsters. That's like one of the only ones that they run that's a problem, and not much you can do to out that unless you have negates of sorts, you know. So popping it doesn't really help. So I just haven't spent the resources on acquiring that Nightmare yet. We run 3 Unchained Solar Rage. On this one is during your opponent's main phase. Quick effect, target one face-up special summon monster your opponent controls, and then link summon a dark monster of link 2 or 3. And if it is destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can target a fiend monster in your graveyard except for Unchained Solar Rage, and you add it to your hand instead of everything else. Special summons it to your field usually. The link monsters give you something back to your hand. We run 3 of the Unchained Soul of Anguish. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Immediately after it resolves, you link up, just kind of like the other doggo. And yeah, if it dies, battle or card effect, you can target one fiend monster. and add it to your hand from your graveyard. The final one of this set, we only run 2 of him. He doesn't come out super often. There's only certain times that we really pull him out, but he can have some uses. He's also the only one. Blue doggo, red doggo both need the level 8 fiends to be able to create them in the first place. This is the only one that does not. Not really super relevant because most of the time we're not linking unless we're making these doggos. But if a card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, except for by his effect, and except for during the damage calculation, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. Get an extra pop. When another monster is destroyed by a battle, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. Destroy one of the monsters, pop the other one, attack directly or whatever. During the end phase of both turns, your turn and their turn, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. You can only use each effect once, but you can use all 3 effects in the same turn. So up to 3 additional pops on things of either side of the board. Not bad, not bad. Not the greatest either though, because this is the only one where you do not get something back to your hand. So if you do not have any plays beyond just having him down and what's on your board, you don't have like a Sarama in your hand, you do not want to link up into him, have him die, and then just be sad that you have no monsters now and nothing to do. Boral Sword, just because it's a dark, link 4. We tried to fit darks because we can only do darks. Might as well try and get usefulness if we end up extravagancing the ones that we normally would want. We want these other ones in here. Cannot be destroyed by battle once per turn. Quick effect, target 1 attack position monster, change it to defense position, and this card can make an second attack during each battle phase this turn. Your opponent cannot activate card effects or responses or cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. Once per turn, when this card declares an attack on a face-up monster, you can activate this effect. Till the end of the turn, this card gains attack equal to half of that monster's current attack, and if it does, you have that other monster's attack. Kind of situational. Don't really ever pull him out. I don't think I have ever pulled him out, being honest. But he's in there just because if like Access Code Talker and my other 2 guys were to all get dumped by the banish, he would be what I would kind of have to go into if I was linking up from the 3. And then Access Code Talker, very, very strong card. If I could, I would run more than 1 in here, but I don't own more than 1. Especially with using the extravagance, it would be magnificent to run more than 1. But your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's effect activations. That's all of the activations of this card. If this card is link summoned, you can target 1 link monster that was used as material for its link summon, and it gains attack equal to that monster's link rating times 1000. So we use Link Dog 3, link up into him. We can use Link Dog 3 as the material for that, even if we eat the opponent's monster. You can banish 1 link monster from your field or graveyard to destroy 1 card your opponent controls. Also, for the rest of the turn, you cannot banish monsters with that same attribute to activate this effective Access Code Talker. So we can just discard. If we link up, we get some of our dogs into the graveyard from linking up, and then we can use those as fodder to kind of destroy some cards with his effect, which isn't too bad. And that's pretty much the deck. It's fun. I enjoy it. A lot of traps, which most people kind of don't expect, and a lot of cards that even if you destroy it, we're still making plays. So it's kind of a nice deck to run against a lot of these things that are being ran right now, honestly. It's all about playing it smart. You don't want to play it too fast because then you might get your field wiped. You don't want to hold too much in your hand because they might have especially when you're going first and you don't know what they have. It's kind of hard to decide sometimes what to do. You don't want to like overplay and then you end up with, less cards on the field than what's necessary with the amount of destruction or removal in general that they might have. Um, since this is a bot, I'm not really, or at least I'm pretty sure this is a bot. I'm not super worried about, making plays here. Normally, I would bring out either a Sarama for my deck and then pull this back out, destroy the Rakea, and then pull out, I don't know, this guy's already in my hand. I'd probably pull out the big guy, use his effect, throw this into the graveyard, destroy a card, get another one out, and then probably link up into the dog maybe. Or just sometimes I like not linking up into the dog and leaving them more targets on the field to either have to remove or destroy and find a way around. So it just kind of depends on what other resources I have in my hand and on the field and stuff like that. This is gonna take a minute though, so I will be back. And we back. Got some good timing there. And we ranked up. Wasn't even really paying attention to that, but hey, I'll always take it. This looks like another bot. I really don't understand still how these bots get this high in the ranking. It is befuddling to say the least. I get that you might not have a bunch of time to play and you get into a duel and oh man, it's a bot. That's annoying. But at the same time, aren't you playing ranked to win and go up the ranks? If you just want to more guarantee that you get a duel against an actual somebody, then why don't you go into the rooms and duel someone in there? You can even just set up a room and you will have someone in there pretty quick with my experience on it. So that would be, if you only have a little bit of time and you really want to get a game in, that would be my recommendation. Uh, don't play ranked if you only have a little bit of time. Ranked games usually take a long time anyway. Your game that you're going to play against someone will probably take just as long, if not longer, than the game that is going to go on against this bot where you have to wait. So, why not, since you're playing ranked, just get the free win, and then these bots will all eventually move down to bronze, silver, whatever, and they're no longer a problem. All you have to do is just sit through it. This not that big of a task to ask. Like, I'm about to go do stuff again, take care of stuff around the house while I'm waiting for this. So, yeah, I will be right back again. I'm gonna just leave the camera off for a minute because, yeah, again, we ran into another bot. And so, same routine. See, I'm multitasking right now. Not only am I becoming a Yu-Gi-Oh champion, I am also getting stuff done around the house. Do you guys not see how vital this is? Run the system, y'all. If they gonna make it this easy to just rank up, run the system. Ain't no reason not to. I think we just grab Aruha because out of them, he is my least favorite to see in my hand, if I'm being honest. Even even though he kind of only works from your hand. If I don't have anything else Unchained related, he's kind of the best one to put down in my opinion, because I want to save the quick effect for either on their turn or for just being able to start a combo. Sarama's amazing to draw because then that's like combo starter, that is like the biggest combo starter that is in this deck for the most part. Um, yeah, I don't know. Feel like he's just the almost like the odd one out. You know, if you get him alone with no other monster for you to normal summon in your hand, then like you almost feel bad using his ability to special summon him just to pop one of your cards to start the combo. You know, like I just feel like the normal summon of this whole turn was wasted now, but it doesn't come up too often. That's why we still run 3 of them. And if that's all we have was like him and one other unchained like trap or whatever, then at least getting a combo off is better than not, I suppose, you know. So do a lot of setting with this deck too, I've noticed. Unless I have like Escape of the Unchained or other things to like make a combo to where I would have things strong enough for me to want them to be face up, setting one face down, setting some traps and stuff, and then passing is not a bad way to go. As long as you got the right things in the back row and you know when to use them, it can do some work, you know. And this is like I've said, an unexpected deck for a lot of people. They don't know how to combat it. They don't know exactly what to do for the most part to stop me from getting what I need done until usually it's too late. There are a lot of ways to goof yourself with this deck though. One thing I didn't mention when I was running through the deck list, if you try to use a Ruha, well, you can't use a Ruha on their turn, so that's kind of irrelevant. But if you tried to use like Rakea on their turn, and you also tried to pop your artifact Scythe after you use Rakea, you will not get that artifact Scythe. You will be a very sad Yu-Gi-Oh player, and you will just sit there upset that your Scythe did not come out because you can only do Fiend monsters for the rest of that turn. In which case, you want to get your Scythe out first, then use Rakea. So, order of operations is kind of important in this. And with that being a thing, that's what kind of makes the whole DPE a questionable thing. Because if you pull off any other combo, then using DPE is kind of a no-go. You're not allowed to special summon them. And then also vice versa, special summon DPE first. You can only do warriors and or hero monsters, I believe. And that is not what we are running. So kind of also blocks us out of special summoning again, but from the opposite direction. But after that turn, being able to destroy any one of our cards that we don't need right now instead of DVE, and then destroying one of their cards and then getting another card out because we destroyed one of our cards is not the worst little altercation to go on. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. We don't really have a play to make. So we're gonna set some things. I do believe that is the end of our turn. Not very eventful. But we did more than they did, I suppose. Having a Scythe right now would have been quite the play, I must say. Okay. Ice Dragon Prison goes away. The other ones don't necessarily matter. Go for it, buddy. Ash Blossom? Yeah. You will stop one of them. But we also get Homeboy out. That was a mistake, I think. Okay. It depends. That's fine for right now. Since we already special summoned him being destroyed right now by Rakea would not activate his effect, so it's not worth just destroying him. I'd rather have him try and out this, or just not be able to do something about it for this turn. Sword Soul. Okay. This might be bad. Um. Hmm. We're gonna just do this now and get it out of the way. Because if not, that's our only face-up one that we have. I think we'll go with Aruha. Because I'm pretty sure he'll be able to get both of them out. And so he will be able to negate one's effect and then banish a card off of my field. And then from there, that's a lot of problems. So I'm just hoping one of the other two dies and I can bring out the nope, looks like he's gonna make me pick stuff up. Yeah. Quite rude. I must say, that is quite rude. Okay. Do we actually get the Pot of Extravagance, or do we get Ash Blossomed or something? That's the question. Not the worst, but also not great. Ash Blossomed, I expected such. So I think what we'll do is, I don't think we're going to use Dark Spirit of Banishment. I think we'll keep that in our hand and just use our Scythe on his turn and then eat his monster if he special summons anything or tries to get out one of his tokens. We'll be able to eat that up. That should stop whatever play he's making. If not, and he still tries to attack, we got Dark Spirit of Banishment. Yeah, see? Game over. He wasn't going to be able to make any plays out the extra deck. Sword Soul's all about synchro summoning. Boom. Moving on up. 2 more and we go up to tier 3. Looking like another bot, so we'll see how that ends up being, whether it's true or not. I was telling my friend, it would be hilarious to, if you had already had a name that looks anything like the bots do. If you were to just have set your stuff like this now, even when you're actually playing the game, it would just be hilarious to mess with people, because everyone's gonna think that you're a bot. So half the people will probably, if you just, even if you only sat for like half of your yellow time, just to see if people would leave, if you put your stuff all set up like you look like a bot, I can almost guarantee you would get so many free wins from people leaving. And then if you actually have a deck that works, and then anyone does play anything, and they only half-ass play it because they think it's a bot, boom, you actually play, and then I would play something that could hopefully OTK them, and then just run it. You got a basic free turn 2. Everyone's gonna think that they're sitting comfy, and then you come through swinging on them. Be pretty funny. That would be a great video to make. Unfortunately, my account does not look like the bots. My name is Mojo King Wojo. Very clearly, all English characters in my name. Therefore, I do not think that trying to set it up like a bot would work at all if I was to try and do that. And that's just definitely super cheesy way to get up. But I do find it funny that people just leave because of the bots. Again, I'm about to go do some stuff real quick, and I'll be right back in a moment.
Slender, perfect match. We heat it up. We don't need tender. In the bed, we animals, so spirits tender. She dropped that ass on me and made a nuclear winter. Now that's one awesome autumn to remember. And I can't forget it. No, think about that bitch like every minute. She like me for me. I ain't have a gimmick, but when she see in me, I just cannot pin it. Where the ref is counting down and my heart is tapping out. Bet I'll die with a smile as long as I'm committed. Yeah, she tell me push it farther than the Kuna Matata. Wanna drink that pussy like holy water. Now I'm replenished. Give me the goat as we float on a boat in Venice. And I hope that you know this though I invented. It's to cope and I show all of my intentions. But to say I'm the best for you would be quite pretentious. So I ain't gonna do that. But I like your booty. So twerk on my dick, please. We'll make a kiss smoothie. 2, 4 plays. You game cause I'm down for it. Grab my joystick and make a new high top score. I'll press your buttons different ways till I finish it. Coming back from work as the replay value is ridiculous. Yeah. I fell for time September through December. I put my heart on this beating 'cause it's tender. Give me your heart and it won't ever get injured. Big booty, thick lips, waist slender. Perfect match, we heat it up, we don't need tender. In the bed we animals, so spirits tender. She dropped that ass on me and made a nuclear
Well,
winter.
one more, and we're up to tier 3. Maybe after tier 3 we'll stop seeing bots. Who knows? Maybe not. At least this person is a real person, so let's go. Going second sucks, but hey, we still playing the game.
You say you gon' leave, I'ma just laugh it off. Ooh, yeah, yeah. There's no way that I could forget you. You say you gon' leave, now that's when autumn to remember.
I have not seen too much of the dinosaur decks, so we will have to see how this goes. Not exactly sure what the full capabilities are. I have seen like a video or two with them being played in it, but didn't help too much with explaining what was going on. I do know that miscellaneous source that they threw away, the double evolution pill they just picked up, and that baby in the graveyard are all big parts of it. So those are things I do know. Other than that, I'm not 100% sure on what to expect. I'm not sure how much they use their extra deck, so I'm not sure if scything is gonna even be something that needs to be done, you know? I guess we'll find out throughout this turn whether or not they like to use their extra deck or not, huh? And then after that, we can decide what we want to do with this trap chick over here. Mm-hmm. So if he's just gonna go into DPE and that's gonna be his play, that don't really scare me too much. Like we've stated before, don't really mind our cards getting destroyed. I'm not sure what else he's gonna pull out with it. That'll probably be more of what's a problem if I'm being honest.
Mojo, King, Bojo. Goddamn! Just looking, I'm feeling this wind on me. Flexible, I don't break easily. Hooked on this tree, but I can't leave. Why I say that? Cause this shit is a breeze. Walked on the block with my Glock in my pants. I see your bitch, now my cock in her hand. He talking shit, now my socks in his ass. Drop kicking with both feet, I'm hella laid back. Need more toilet paper, I'm talking again. Who shut down the party? I walk in with that. You ain't in that squad, we can't be friends. No, you can't be me, you can't even pretend. You just fit in and I'm way too scared. What's gonna be different, but I change the words. I don't do basic, bitch, look, I'm a nerd. So either upgrade or you finna get swerved. Skirt, skirt, tire sound. Vroom, vroom, bitch, my engine loud. Whoop, whoop, cops on me now. Get the see a red light, but I ain't slowing down. Hit the brakes, spin, I don't do a 180. Skin by skins, but I ain't no lady. Put my Gucci back and I told them to pay me. Then I run out, bar, have an old Navy. I'm a grown ass man, don't call me little baby. Gotta say some mashed potatoes, I ain't even have no.
Okay, let's see what we get.
No, I'm not broke, you get Netflix to save me. I'm so hello, don't know what my name is. I'm so hello, shit, I think God hates me. Fuck em. I just got struck by lightning in the face, but I can't feel it, shit, cause drugs are great. Even if I could, I love the pain. Shit. Every night before I pray, but I'm served with gelato. No, lay me down to sleep, you pussy, pull my scuttle. Damn near drunk the bottle, behind the wheel for a throttle. Head out the window, I'm through. Tying out Scooby-Doo, tying out like MJ. Nah, fuck bitch, running my way. Tryna fuck bitch, why you gon' play? Nah, fuck. Did I say nobody does me better than you do myself in fairy play? Homebodies on yourself, I'm going stuff. Hey, I'm on a mission, bitch, I'm on a mission. Why you tripping, bitch? I had a vision. Fuck on Raven and she called me nasty. Bitch, I'm slaying, I got chest and trash.
Does you listen to music?
Do you watch TV?
Do you carry a lunchbox? Do you?
So we know that this guy's gonna get destroyed by DPE, right? Like, pretty guaranteed. But he's gonna get us someone back out of our graveyard, which is dope. We're always happy with that. Miscellaneous shores. I don't think, honestly, that Homeboy's effective destruction would have even worked on a dinosaur because he threw down Miscellaneous Saurus. Unaffected by your opponent's monster's effects. Okay. 2 Miscellaneous Saurus down. Oh, it's not face up, so that's balls. It's not face up, so I can't go into my Unchained Soul of Rage. Since this isn't face up, I can't link. And since it's not in attack position, can't battle. So I think we just have to end our turn. And then he's gonna DPE something. I'm just gonna hope it's not the trap. It's probably gonna be the trap. Yeah. That was like the only thing that we didn't want him to hit. Maybe I should have played it earlier in the turn, like I didn't care. And then maybe he would have destroyed one of the monsters. I don't know. Okay. Now is where we have to get scientifical with it. We have to make some plays. Let's see. He still has one negate. He has one pop. Is this guy a dinosaur? He's a dragon. Okay, good to know. Okay, using the DPE already. Bang bang, baby. Negate. Yeah, that's what the fuck I like to see. That's what we wanted. We want to debate that out on something like that.
I live in this music, I call it my tenement. Ever since 12, I've been chopping up instruments. No, I can't draw, so in high school, I scribble shit weird. At 16, I turned to a lyricist. I went off to a university, but that didn't work for me. Got a full-time job and paid off my debts.
He didn't throw away miscellaneous swords this turn, did he?
But should I go back? I want to invest my time in this music I'm producing.
No, he just used the banish effect of it.
That's a good question to ask.
Hey, we might be straight here.
Time to think. Gotta grind and move and make this money. And I don't even got time to sleep. Maybe I got too much energy. Not physically, but mentally. So I've been sitting here smoking this weed, trying to balance myself out for over a century. But I'm still divided. Fractions of who I'm meant to be. Trapped in the cell of my own skin. Sometimes I scream out with intensity. So a little more life force and I'll be at my full potential. Eventually I'll be in perfect form. Essentially witness the final form of this entity. If you're gonna tell me that I need to eat more than that, I should fatten up. Don't you think I've looked in the mirror?
Yeah, he didn't use miscellaneous swords from his hand this turn.
In this music, I call it my tenement. Ever since 12, I've been chopping up instruments. No, I can't draw, so in high school, I scribble shit weird. At 16, I turned to a lyricist. I went off to a university, but that didn't work for me.
I don't know if that's enough to really stop him, to be honest.
Would I go back?
I don't know why he did that. Oh, he gets to special summon another one out. Gotcha. Yeah, no. I think we get to stall for a turn, yeah. But other than that, okay, so another single negate. Which I wonder if he'll use it right here. I would be surprised if he didn't use it right there. Oh, he cannot. What? When a monster will be normal or special summoned, or a spell or trap card is activated, quick effect, you can detach two materials, negate, and... Okay, confused I am. Now that is interesting. I was hoping that he would use DPE. It's send. It is send, not destroy. And okay. Okay. That is, I don't know why he did that. Okay. Nah, that's getting galled by the crave, boy. You can stop that right now. Now, all we can do is wait for him to try to attack us. That's about it. That is what this turn will be. I'm not sure what he did there, but that was pretty dope. I can't lie. Okay, the question. No. Zeus only has one material left. Bang. Use your 4,000. Okay. Use your 3,000. Bang. Let's go. If he can't out that, we still get to kind of make a play next turn. Depending on what we get in our hand, we might just end up summoning the big 3K and then throwing him down, smacking the 4K out the way. Ooh, shit. Actually, oh boy. Okay. So we don't have too much left in our deck for us to really be summoning out. We want to be, little bitch. Oh. Well, then let's do this first. This way, we will at least still get the effect of her dying and going into the graveyard. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm really dumb. Nope. I'm really dumb. Nice. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna ignore everything that just happened right there. I should have just said no. And then, yeah, I don't have any big person to bring out. I don't have anyone else to bring out, actually. And so, that's why I also like to have another one of the big 6 or 8s. Where is he? Yeah. Another Unchained Solar Disaster. Because that's just another person that I can use to cycle stuff from my graveyard instead of having to use ones from my deck, which I'm all out of stuff in my deck. That's one problem that I guess this occasionally runs into. I also did not see anything that could get Scythe out here to stop him from doing all this. And we got all of our Saramas either in the graveyard or banished. I don't know what I have. Oh, doesn't really matter what I have apparently. Yeah, I don't know what I could have even pulled out anyway, but yeah, that's gonna be game. Oh, I lied. Well, we get one more turn. I guess dinosaur deck pretty strong. We didn't draw the cards that we needed to beat it. We could have beat it. It's not unbeatable. I don't feel like it's as strong as some other decks that I've played against. There goes the 2 negates that he's gonna need to stop literally anything I try and do. So it is definitely game now. But you know me, I ain't no scooper. Fuck, I look like scooper. This is moderately annoying. Like, when you know you have the game, don't be a dickhead. Just pass turn. And, or do whatever you're gonna fucking do then. Like, you know you have multiple negates out there and everything that you should need. So we activate this and we get negated. Because he can negate anything. Activates any type of card or effect. Yeah. And it only takes 1 counter off. And that was our turn. Hey. I'm not sure there's much I could have played differently there to make a difference, honestly. I think it was all more just off of not drawing the right cards to make any of the plays that we would have needed to. And also going second. Going second's never good. But I don't think we had any cards to be worth, or no, we had a trap trick at the beginning. I think it just got destroyed before it got to be activated. Alright, we already fucked up. I'm gonna let you know that much. Should have had it on. Should have had it and done this during the standby phase. It's still gonna work out, it looks like, but I prefer to do this before it even gets to this point. Because now they can make decisions based on the fact that they know that Sight's on the field now. Okay. Tough decisions because nothing we have benefits us from being destroyed right now. I guess we will take Archaea so we can do some good damage. Um, that was the wrong time to use that, sir. I will let you know that right now. But that's one less thing I have to worry about. And so, hmm. See, now this is a time where Dark Spirit of Banishment just might. I don't know what attack they'll be able to get up to, but Dark Spirit of Banishment just might be able to get us the game win. We'll see. I ain't gonna say. I mean, he's got 1,300. We only got like 3,000 attack to work with. So if he gets something big out, it's not gonna do enough. But if we can stop him from getting something big out by eating something, and then torrential tribute, and then he just attacks with like something small for some reason. Yeah, I'll move. I'm not sure if this is the move, but we're gonna eat it now. Just because I despise you. Maxi, our good friend. I think we go doggo so we can get a card back in our hand if things go wrong. Okay, now he has enough to where even if he only got to attack with the 1,000, smacking into 3,000 would not be enough to end him. What to do about this, though, is the real question at this point. I maybe should have done it because he's obviously going to pop the back row anyway. So that was pretty fucking stupid of me, if I'm being honest. Um, got him. Uh, do I want to destroy another card of his and get rid of this torrential tribute? Let's do it. Oh. Oh, that's right. When I summon him back with that, it's an effects are negated anyway. So that was kind of stupid on my part. I just kind of threw away torrential tribute for no reason. And now he knows that I run torrential tribute, which is also not that good of a thing. But hey, here we are. So now, the only problem is this is not a quick effect.
Sometimes I get caught in my ways when I don't know how to behave. So I put it down on a page.
Does he pop the big boy?
Somebody can relate. Sometimes I get caught in my ways.
Or does he pop the one that can eat? Oh, he just lets me do my own plays. So I think alright, 1 second. I think we have to, because trying to eat, he's just gonna pop this anyway, so it would end up dying. I think that if we link into access code talker though, we could get rid of him, but that doesn't really help because he just comes back next turn anyway. We can get something into our hand, like, okay. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for that, and then he's gonna pop the effect. If he doesn't pop the effect, I'm fine with that too. Oh, see, now that's where he fucked up. That's the one where he fucked up. Now my question is, I thought he wasn't allowed to do effects in response to homeboy. So why did he get to effects? That doesn't make any sense to me. That does not make any sense to me. But okay. I only did that because I thought that after I summoned him, I would be able to go right into his other effect without him being able to do something in between. But I suppose that's not how this game is played, huh? Good to know for the future. This will probably be the last game for right now. I might hop back on a little bit later, but I just got some dinner, and you know, sounds like a good time eating this stuff. Sure, let's do it now. Everything's gonna die anyway, so it doesn't matter if he pops that. We're gonna bait out the effect right here so that we can use Ice Dragon's Prison, put it down, and then hopefully when he summons, he'll try and use his effect, and we can go right into Ice Dragon Prison. Hopefully that'll work. I did not put down Ice Dragon Prison. And that is where we lose this game. I had just gotten this pizza in my lap, started taking a couple bites, and it had completely distracted me. If I had Ice Dragon Prison down right now, whenever he goes to activate the effect to use him, is when I would activate Ice Dragon Prison. Now we're gonna have to hope that we have a card that we get. What? Yo, I don't understand what just happened right there. I do not understand what just happened right there. I do not know why this man just passed his turn and did not destroy anything or nothing. Yo, the question marks are flying. Yo, we don't even gotta use Ice Dragon Prison. It's time to eat. Wait. Nope. Never mind. We just use Rikea. We don't have anything else to pull out of our graveyard to be able to use that. So, if we did, we would have used Sarama, got out another monster, destroyed it, blah blah blah, and then pulled this out. Yeah, since he's tributed, he won't be coming back. Boy, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Scared? I was not. I was not scared that I messed up that Ice Dragon Prison play extremely badly and let him have another turn with Destiny Hero Phoenix on the board. And then he didn't even use them. That's where he done goofed, sir. That's where he done goofed. One more. You know what? You know what? Just because we run in these streets, we gonna go this one more, and we gonna try and rank up. If this is a bot, I'm about to sit here and enjoy this pizza. We might not even stop the video now. We might just keep going.
Put that on my bros.
This is a bot. I get to sit here and eat.
Hey,
I can shut the mic off for a second, and I don't gotta worry about it.
they don't know.
And then I don't gotta stop the video. We can just keep it rolling. We can just keep climbing. We've been doing solid. We've been doing extremely solid, honestly. We have just been climbing right back up.
Keep it 100, why these niggas acting polyester? Keep 100 different lighters in my top dresser. And she still heated, cause I do not press her. I'm conceited, told her beat it like I'm Mike Jackson. Basic hoe, basic hoe. You out of place, but I cannot place it, hoe. 50 cent, minimum. I've been sliding on your hoe since Digimon. I just got dumb on number on Lake Huron. I might fuck up on the float if I see that he's still sleeping. I pipe up and now we up, just tell your neighbor quit peeping. Autoerotica? Gone in the wind just like some nautica. I might hit
This here is one of the worst possible decks to go against. I would say, I don't know, depending on the day, I would almost rather have Tri Brigade, if I'm being honest. Almost rather face Tri Brigade just because of how much this deck recycles, and then Homeboy can just negate on top of negate. One thing though is they usually do not have many traps. That's very interesting. That's not what I expected.
I need 8 hoes in my sheets. I eat potatoes with meat. Just did anal with a geek. Then jack me off with her feet. Told her blow me and use teeth. Save a big file, call my
I assume he has some sort of negates in his hand to where only being able to attempt one monster effect is going to be enough to where he's not worried. So maybe like Effect Veiler? I think maybe that might be what he has, to where he's thinking you activate one effect and then, because I mean a little 1800 though at the same time. If I can get out the big guy, I could just walk over him. Okay, well, with that being the case, we climbed up. We are now Diamond Tier 3. I'm not sure what just happened that last duel. I'm not sure about a lot of things in life though, to be honest, so we just gonna take it as it is, as we usually do. And with that being said, let me pop the camera back on for a second. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little different than the other ones. I kept the music a little quieter in the background and decided to talk a bit more and explain a bit more about what was going on, what type of things we have. I'll quickly show off Unchained DPE, very similar still. I do have some hand traps in this one, 2 Ice Blossoms, 2 Maxis. We have the 2, you know, of course, staples that we need for the DPE summon, and the other 2 that I feel like are the best 2 to have for if you're going to be going DPE in a deck that's not Destiny Hero. I'm not sure if you're running a Destiny Hero deck, which ones you want to use most often, but if he's in your graveyard, you get a free special summon if you draw a monster. If he's in your graveyard, you have no cards in your hand, discard or banish both of them, and you get to draw 2 cards. Both pretty good. Other than that, still running a lot of the same everything, just smaller quantities of trap trick. You know, nothing too different. The extra deck pretty much the same. Of course, we put Verde Anaconda in there. I'm not sure, maybe taking him out for something different at some point might be good. Like I said, I'd like to get Unicorn and another access code talker at some point. This one I was messing around with it for diversity purposes as to why I only have like one of a lot of different cards. Very, very different, if you will. It's more like having something for each situation and then being able to take care of those situations. This is one where I have evenly matched. I have an Imperial Order that we can pop that off ourselves if we need to remove it. There's things I would maybe change about this. I feel like maybe a second Call by the Grave would still be better than just running a Regeki or something. But hey, I don't really use that one too much. This one, I've only used a couple times. Again, a lot of the same setup. Here's another one of the artifacts I would like to throw in possibly in the main deck that I've been using. With special summon on your opponent's turn, you can destroy one face-up card your opponent controls. Pretty simple. Not as crazy of an effect, but if you time it at the right times, can make some pretty cool plays. We also have the Fiendish Rhino Warrior in here, which fiend monsters which you control except for Fiendish Rhino Warrior, which everything in the Unchained set is a fiend, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard except for Fiendish Rhino Warrior. That's where we would get rid of our Unchained Solar Disaster from our deck so that we don't draw it. And then from there, the Dark Spirit of Banishment can pop it back out if we want them. Other than that, a lot of the same stuff. We got also the special summon from graveyards. So either way, if he ends up in the graveyard, not too big of a deal. I'm thinking about just running 2 Extravagance in all of these decks. So I could probably trade that out for something, and then Imperial Order again gets stronger the less magics I have in there. We already really trap heavy deck. And then this one, I plan to add more hand traps. The plan for this one is load it up with hand traps, and then the Unchained monsters I might get rid of when I get more of these Unchained, or not Unchained, but when I get more of the hand traps that I can play, like I don't know, more Ghost Ogres, maybe Max C's, maybe Effect Veilers, which I have no Effect Veilers. These are the only 2 Max C's I have. This is the only Ghost Ogre I have, and I have 3 Ash Blossoms. The goal would be to fill this with a bunch of hand traps, run another Pot of Avarice since it's going to be so monster heavy, and then take out maybe like the Scythes, or maybe run 1 Scythe with 1 Artifact Sanctum, and then have another Trap Trick in there. Or 1 Scythe, 2 Sanctums, 2 Trap Tricks. Maybe having the 2 Scythes would be better though, because if I'm running Pot of Avarice, I want more things to end up in my graveyard. It's gonna die eventually or get linked into something. So, yeah, just another one that I would like to eventually progress. Once I get more hand traps, that'll be a really good one. I got a bunch of other stuff. I like flip monsters are pretty fooling, Morphing Jar and stuff like that. I have terrible Sword Soul deck, terrible. Don't play it ever. It just kind of sits there to exist, and it's just really to be goofy. Karible, I don't really have all the Karibo cards I need, so it's just kind of not very good. Don't have enough drawing for a real Exodia deck. Not 100% sure how to run an artifact deck, but that's the closest I could get to one. This would be a Kaiju type deck. 6 Samurai. I should probably definitely go back and change out some of this extra deck and stuff like that. Not sure that I even really need DPE in here, but then I do have a Despia deck, which is actually pretty good. Masquerade Dragon's pretty beast. Get both of them out on the field, and it costs a lot to do anything. So yeah, those are some of the different deck profiles that I have just chilling around. and maybe someday I'll get a chance to show some of the other ones off. Maybe eventually I'll be able to dump some more money into this and get some of those other cards I would need to make some other decks that I would like to make. Until then, and until the next time that I see y'all, hope you have a wonderful evening, day, night, whenever you're watching this. Hope that you enjoyed yourself, and I will catch y'all on the flip flops. Peace.